Hello, it is Sunday the 21st of June in the year 2020, which makes this episode 21 of Notes from a Scottish Author with me, Barry Hutchison, aka JD Kirk. I am in my car because I was going to film while walking again today, but it's been raining, there's huge black clouds, midges are out in force, I have hay fever kicking off today. Weirdly, it's just kicking off down one side. One eye is really itchy. One nostril is having all kinds of problems. I don't know if that's better or worse. I don't know if half a dose of hay fever is worse or better, because it feels like it's twice as bad, just focused on one side of my body. So probably worse. I don't know. Not pleasant anyway. But yeah, so I've stopped to film this little video. I've just been visiting my dad for Father's Day, dropping off his delightful Father's Day gifts. I woke up this morning to my own Father's Day gift, which was my son had set up during the night. And I came into the living room and there were 50 inflatable pool toys of various sizes. Some giant unicorn things, sharks, beach balls, lots of stuff really. Don't really know why, but he has a habit of kind of getting strange presents for me. So for my birthday I got a wallet, except the wallet was contained in what he gave me was a safe. An electric digital safe, and he did not give me the combination for it. So I had to figure that out. I eventually figured it out. It was the code was the last four digits of the safe's the product number in the Argos catalogue where he'd bought it. So I figured that out, and then inside that was a locked cash box and a set of lock picking tools. So I got in there, and there was my actual gift, which was a wallet, and I got to keep the safe and cash box and lock picking kit as well, which was quite good. And then for Christmas that year, he also got all of us, myself, my wife, and our daughter, a framed, custom drawn image of the Hollywood actor Danny DeVito wearing nothing but Speedos. So he had those custom done for us. So that was a lovely gesture. He's an odd young man, I'll say that about him. So what I thought I'd do today is very quickly talk about one of my kids' books, mostly because I found it on the shelf at my dad's house. It is The Book of Doom. It is about a boy called Zach. Zach is a 15-year-old professional thief, and Zach dies in one of the early chapters of the books and finds himself in standing outside the gates of heaven, where he is met by the archangels Michael and Gabriel, and he is told that heaven has lost a book. They call it the Book of Everything, and hell they call it the Book of Doom. It contains all the knowledge in existence, every thought in anyone's head, every action anyone has ever carried out or will carry out until the end of time is all written down in this book, and it has been nicked. So heaven has recruited Zach, and they want him to break into hell and steal this book back. And the idea for the book actually came when I was about 18, 19, I think, and I was going through Aberdeen, the city of Aberdeen, where I was living at the time, and outside one of the shopping centres there was a young man who said, "Do you mind if I talk to you for a minute?" And I said, "You all right?" being a friendly type. And he said, "Great, do you mind if I talk to you about Jesus?" And I have nothing against religion. I think, if you believe what you want. I'm not a religious person myself. But I was brought up to be polite, and I also didn't really see a way out of this without being really rude. So I said, "All right." And I think this surprised him. He looked quite shocked, and I don't think anyone had ever said yes before. So he said, "Oh, all right. Well, what do you want to know about Jesus?" And I panicked, and I said, "Just everything." And there followed quite a lengthy conversation. I say conversation, it was quite one-sided. And he told me a lot of stuff about Jesus and about God and the Bible and heaven and all that stuff. But one thing he said really stuck with me. He says, God knows everything you do. God's watching you all the time. He knows everything you're thinking, every action you carry out. And I got a bit paranoid and said, what, just me? And he said, no, everyone. He's watching everyone all the time, and he knows everything that you have done and that you are going to do. And I thought, well, if God's anything like me, and he probably is, in order to remember all that stuff, he'd have to write it down. So that's when I came up with the idea for this book, this vast book of all the knowledge in the universe. It doesn't always look like a book. It looks at people see it differently depending on who they are. But it is essentially a book of all the knowledge in existence, and that is what the Book of Doom is about. It's actually the second book in a kind of what was going to be a series of books set in across different afterlives and afterworlds. There are only two. There will be more at some point. Whenever I get the rights back from HarperCollins, who I'm in, I like to say talks with, but it's more locked in battle with, to try and get the rights back to this book and the 13th Horseman, which is the book before it in the sequence, shall we say. So yeah, that's the Book of Doom. I'll probably talk about something else tomorrow. Well, I will talk about something else tomorrow. I just don't know what it is yet. I'll figure that out when I get to it. But for now, I'm going to go and walk the dog. I've only done 931 steps today, so I have a lot of walking still to do. I'm also making dinner and writing, and there's something else to do as well that I've forgotten. Nope, it's gone. Hopefully it was nothing important. So I'm off for now, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Father's Day to my dad and to any other fathers, obviously not my father, I only have one, but any other fathers worldwide who are watching. Enjoy Father's Day. Appreciate the one day of the year when people run after you, tidying up and stuff. Hopefully that sounded convincing. Bye for now.